Hello traders, welcome to the new week with Quality FX Trading and another weekly forecast analysis, and this time pound dollar pair. We have chosen pound dollar for this week's analysis, and we will be with you during the week with daily reviews for this pair. Before we start forecasting pound dollar for this week, overall we are bearish for pound dollar, but let's have a quick review for what happened last week in this pair. As you can see in front of you is daily time frame, daily chart, and here we can see 5 daily candles from Monday to Friday, and this is kind of accumulation consolidation in the week's price action. The first one, which is very small and we are neglecting that, is a candle which was formed on last Sunday. So we are usually neglecting about Sunday candle, and we are not taking that into consideration for our weekly daily analysis. So reviewing last week's price action is showing us some kind of consolidation, accumulation happen during the week to prepare for the coming week, which will be half part of August, and then month of September will start, and we are going to have non-farm payroll by Friday. So this is going to be a high impact news week in terms of fundamental analysis. But our point of view and our focus is going to be on technical aspect of trading, while we are considering the news release as well to protect our capital and to manage our trades on the right time. So here, last week on the daily Sunday, we had this fair value gap. I hope you're getting familiar with the fair value gap, and if you want to understand it better, I suggest you go to our playlist in our channel and watch the video which was released on Saturday this week, which was related to understanding fair value gap in price action. That can be helpful for those who are still having doubt about this concept. So this low of this candle, as you can see, and the high of last Sunday candle was forming the daily fair value gap. And now I'm shifting to 1 hour chart to show you here. As I'm zooming out, you can clearly see this is the story of last week. So here, this was the fair value gap which was formed on Sunday, and you can see after that during the week this area which was the daily fair value gap. I'm referring to these blue lines. These blue lines are acting as resistance, and price is just hovering and going up and down as kind of accumulation for those sellers to accumulate their orders for the next move, which we are forecasting to the downside. So last week this price went up. Here we went inside this fair value gap, and then the rest of the week was just consolidating. And by Friday, we can see a move which can be the beginning of the actual move happening by this week. But definitely, considering that this week is going to be a news week, so we cannot guarantee any forecast, and we are going to have daily reviews every day to update you in case any change in our forecast based on the price action, because we are trading based on price action, and our strategy is just focusing on what is happening in the market on the price action. And by time you will know about our strategy, as we are going to release a lot of lessons, courses about uh, all how we are trading. So I suggest you, if you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and just stay with us, as we are going to have a lot of stuff that you will learn a lot about trading, especially for those people who are not profitable, and even for those who are profitable. We are going to have a lot of lessons to improve their trading entries, target profit, and even stop losses, and lots of more stuff. So here, in this 1 hour chart, you can see on Friday, I want to focus on Friday, and this price action, you can see here, from here, price moved up above these highs. And that's a kind of manipulation of the day, and this price action happened for a reason. It wanted to uh, retest this 1 hour order block. As you can see here, we have this 1 hour order block, and price exactly it went to hit, to almost hit. It tried to retest, but it couldn't hit the candle of 1 hour. So that was kind of trying to retest in form of a stop run. A stop run, which because those sellers, they were putting the stop losses here above this high and this high. So you can see this move on Friday was manipulation to take the stop losses above this high and this high. And then you can see suddenly in New York session, when there was a release of a speech from US, this price pushed down in this form in the 1 hour time frame. And here we call this market a structure shift. As you can see, the price pushing down in form of displacement. We call this displacement. As we can see, the price moved up above these highs, and then suddenly it's coming down and making this H1 fair value gap, which we will use it as point of interest to sell, or to think and consider selling and finding the sell setup by the coming week. So this is the structure shift in the market in the 1 hour, because it's clearly price went to the upside, broke upside, and then it came down and it broke this. You can see this candle. This was the short-term low, and the price broke this in form of displacement and putting this fair value gap, which is the low of this upside candle and high of this downside candle. So there is an imbalance and fair value gap, which is when we are referring to fair value gap and imbalance, So fair value gap, both are considered to be almost same, but for the fair value gap, we are referring because price can go up and just touch this area, and then we can get sell setup in the lower time frame. But for the imbalance, it means we may fill up this imbalance like 50% or 90%. So price can go inside and show us the reaction from this area. But mainly fair value gap is, as I mentioned in the previous video, is acting as support and resistance in different time frames. Don't forget, fair value gap exists in all time frames, starting from 1 minute chart to the weekly chart. So for the next week, our forecast is going to be to the downside. We want the price to go up first of the week, beginning of the week, most probably maybe on Monday, and then starting Tuesday we should see the price to push down, and even this can start from Monday itself. So, but we would like to see either to break this low, which was the last week's low, first, which we have a doubt, and that is our second probability, because the highest probability for us is to see the price is moving up inside this H1 fair value gap. Of course, if we see any move to break this high, which was last week high, then we are updating you on Monday, because breaking this high will definitely change our forecast, and we will update you on the Monday or Tuesday video release on the daily review. So stay tuned with us for this week. We are going to review the pound dollar for you, and hope you can get the right trade and get a good profit for this week if you stay tuned with us and watch all of our videos. Uh, Here, so for this coming week, the target is going to be 114 100, around that area. And you may ask why, what is this orange line? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what is that. If I go to the weekly chart, this is a weekly chart, and what you can see here, this is the weekly liquidity, and this is the weekly low. If I want to analyze this in a higher time frame, it's going to take more time to discuss, but overall pound dollar is bearish on a monthly chart even. So that's why we want this low to be broken. This is our target, to break this low at 114 100, and then we will update you for the upcoming weeks, months, to see what the price is going to do in the long term forecast and the perspective of the long term analysis. So here, again, we are going back to 1 hour chart just to wrap up the session. As I mentioned, the price should go to the downside, so this orange line is going to be our weekly target. But that doesn't mean that it's going to happen 100%. Definitely, that is our ultimate target if it can reach by this week or next week. Because there is a possibility that this target will be achieved by next week after Friday's NFP. But for this week, definitely we are looking to 116 area at least, 1.16 can be a reasonable target for the beginning of the week. So price should give us upside move to this H1 FVG and then to the downside at least 1.16 as the first target, and then the ultimate target for the week, or just pay attention to what I'm saying. This ultimate target 114,100, which is this orange line, can be achieved either by this week or next week. This is our forecast about pound dollar. I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to thank you for watching.